I had a good friend who always used to say, another year, another Call of Duty. And this year's Call of Duty, ladies and gentlemen, is Modern Warfare. There have been 3 of these games in the past, but the new one, it doesn't identify as part of the original group, it wants to identify as its own thing. That's cool, it's 2019, Modern Warfare, you do you, be whatever you want to be. No one here is judging you, well, except for me because I'm the reviewer. Question, is this game worth your money, is it worth your time? Answer, this video. Let's do it. The basic premise of the story is a group of characters are trying to stop terrorists. Being Modern Warfare, do you need to play the others to enjoy this one? No, this one stands on its own, but I will say returning fans will get the most out of certain things. What makes this campaign different compared to past CODs is, at times, it's more realistic and much more intense. The threat feels realer than ever because you're seeing civilians get slaughtered. Sometimes in all the chaos, you don't know who is a civilian and who's a threat, everything is happening so fast, and if you accidentally kill a civilian, it isn't game over. If the emotional burden wasn't enough of an incentive, there is also an action report that keeps track of civilian casualties. More so than any of the past CODs, this one felt more intense. When it dared walk the line of making the player feel uneasy, the experience was at its best. For example, in one chapter, the story is told through the eyes of a child, and you see the loss of innocence. There are many moments that will make people feel uneasy. This has been part of the criticism regarding the game's campaign. I say this is a rated M game. Just about everything in this story has appeared in other forms of entertainment. And like those other forms, things don't always have to be rainbows and sunshine. It doesn't have to be about fun, and I like that Infinity Ward stuck to their vision. The campaign experience ranges from good to fantastic. I think the first 2/3 of the campaign were the strongest in terms of gameplay variety, and the story told. The final act isn't bad, but it felt kind of safe. Been there, done that. Replay value of this campaign for me is very low. I have no need to return to it. Let's talk multiplayer. The first couple of weeks of multiplayer were terrible. I am a run and gunner, that's the way I like to play. I played a ton of MW2 back in the day, took a break from COD, and then played every COD after Ghosts. Every year people complain about campers, but it never bothered me to the point I didn't want to play. This year, oh my goodness, Modern Warfare was a camper's paradise. Look, you can play the game however you want. If your idea of fun is lying down, staring at a doorway till the end of time, and occasionally pulling that trigger, more power to you. My problem, and the problem a lot of people had with Modern Warfare, was how much this game catered to that playstyle. The footsteps were way too loud, claymores dumb powerful, counter perks useless. Add that to the fact the pace is slower and you can mount your gun for more stability, and bam! You have a game that catered to a camping playstyle. To be honest, I wasn't enjoying myself and was ready to move on to something else, but wait! The community complained about all this nonsense, and guess what? Infinity Ward actually listened. We just got a new update that lowered the sound of footsteps, nerfed claymores, buffed the EOD perk, weapon balance has been tweaked. Honestly, this game is so much better now. This is what I'm talking about. It feels much more fair, and for my playstyle is much more fun. Infinity Ward has stated they plan on tweaking the game some more. So far, I give them props. During the beta, people said they wanted a minimap, so Infinity Ward added one. People complained about footsteps, so they tweaked it. Keep listening and the experience will only get better. It's hard to review the multiplayer because it'll keep changing. It started out as trash and now it's good. I'll keep you guys posted with future videos or comments if it's necessary. As for all the game modes, it's fun. The traditional stuff is all here. I really like Gunfight, a 2v2 mode where you have 1 life per round. Everyone has the same weapons and equipment. The first team to win 6 rounds wins. This is very fun and definitely is best played with a buddy who you can communicate with. The multiplayer maps are kind of weak, not many small maps, thematically forgettable. I do really like the newest map that was added, Shoot House, which is close quarters mayhem. All future maps and modes in Modern Warfare will be free, which sounds nice. The big new mode is Ground War, which this time can support up to 64 players. The goal is to capture and defend objectives. It's basically Conquest from Battlefield. You're assigned a squad, there are some vehicles, there are kill streaks. The mode is extremely chaotic, but is it fun? It's It's a step in a good direction for COD. It does feel different compared to the past stuff, but it's not nearly as good as Battlefield's Conquest. Battlefield feels like controlled chaos. This can just feel like a mess. There are 3 ground war maps, one was just added, and there are more coming in the future for free, and is hopefully true. The mode has been growing on me, but it can use some fine tuning. Overall, multiplayer is something I will be returning to from time to time. I'm having fun leveling up my guns, and I'm looking forward to seeing how it evolves. Let's talk co-op.
Special Operations consists of 4 story missions. Like all the co-op stuff, this mode is extremely chaotic, very difficult, and very fun to play with people who have mics or playing with friends. My problem with this mode is it's broken right now. I ran into so many bugs, like not being able to drop supply crates, getting stuck in the environment. There was one mission we were working on for over an hour, and then the match crashed. All progress lost, dunzo for nothing. There's one map in classic Spec Ops. In this mode, you fight off waves of enemies, but the map is very small. The survival mode is exclusive to the PS4 version for a full year. There are 3 maps, and you fight off waves of enemies. The difference here is the maps are big. Look, if it was up to me, everyone should be able to play survival from the get-go. But how is this mode? It's okay, nothing crazy to be honest. Overall, the co-op is kind of fun, but not something I want to return to.
Here are some additional thoughts. I appreciate that you can skip the intro and get straight to the game, unlike Black Ops 4, which made you watch all that garbage. The visuals are fantastic. This is the best looking Call of Duty yet. The lighting is so good. The night vision is great, the kill animations are fantastic, music is good. It's awesome that there's crossplay, so PC, Xbox, and PS4 players can all play the multiplayer together. I like the multiplayer challenges, gives me something to work towards. I like that all the future maps and modes will be free, but this is Activision, so we gotta wait and see how they're going to handle microtransactions. Last year, they snuck it into Black Ops 4 a couple months after launch. They charged $20 for gun skins on the regular, which is absolutely insane. Crash Team Racing introduced microtransactions after launch as well. So far, they said they're working on a battle pass. We gotta wait and see. It's time to finish this. There's a lot I like with Modern Warfare. I enjoyed the campaign, the multiplayer is fun now, and the Spec Ops mode is fun, but not something I need to play again. Overall, I say it's a good game, but I would recommend waiting for a sale because it needs polish. See what they do with the microtransactions. For me, this wasn't worth buying at full price, and if it wasn't for the latest update, I would have sold this to buy something else. With time, if they keep listening and stay true to their word about free maps and modes, the experience will only get better. But hey, those are just my thoughts. Now it's time to share yours. If you played Call of Duty Modern Warfare, let me know what you think. I hope this video was helpful. I hope it was enjoyable. If you have any questions, feel free to ask down below. And as always, thanks for watching.